Justin Trudeau's disapproval among the Canadian population is a cold reality for Trudeau, who started in the Prime Minister's office with a sweeping mandate. The Liberal government has had its share, maybe more than its share, of scandals and controversies under Justin Trudeau. Let's take a look at some of the biggest controversies that rocked Trudeau's prime ministership. In a May 2016 incident dubbed Elbowgate, an impatient Trudeau crossed the floor in the House of Commons to grab a legislator, but accidentally elbowed a female parliamentarian in the breast.
I noticed.
He apologized repeatedly for the incident, saying he was only human and in a high-pressure job. Trudeau also promised there would be no repeat of his actions. Justin Trudeau first got into trouble with the Ethics Commissioner in December 2017, when it came out that he had broken conflict of interest rules by vacationing at the Aga Khan's private island in 2016. At the time, the Aga Khan Foundation was formally registered to lobby Trudeau and his officials. Justin Trudeau, who says one of his biggest priorities is helping Canada's marginalized and impoverished Aboriginal population, was forced to apologize in March 2019 for making a sarcastic remark to an Indigenous woman who interrupted a Liberal Party fundraiser to protest about poor living conditions.
The mercury poisoning, you committed to addressing this crisis.
Thank you very much for your donation tonight. I really appreciate.
Trudeau told her, "Thank you for your donation," as she was escorted from the room. In 2022, protests over Canada's restrictions on unvaccinated truckers intensified. The demonstrations began as a peaceful protest against the rules for unvaccinated or partially vaccinated cross-border truck drivers.
This convoy is all about freedom. It's not only with the truck drivers, it's actually for every single person. You, me, buddy down the road, it doesn't matter. It's all about your free choice. That's what it should be. Like I said, if you're vaccinated, cool. You did it, well, most people did it because of work, but you know, you should do it off of free will, off of your own choice.
Also in 2022, Justin Trudeau found himself in a soup after his tweet falsely stated that the Iranian regime had sentenced 15,000 protesters to death. The inaccurate tweet was shared by Trudeau's official Twitter account and remained active for more than 12 hours before being deleted. In yet another incident in 2022, at the G20 summit in Bali, Chinese President Xi Jinping criticized Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in person over alleged leaks of their closed-door meeting. This was a rare public display of annoyance by the Chinese leader. In video footage, Xi and Trudeau can be seen standing close to each other and conversing via a translator at the summit on the Indonesian island.
And that's not how the conversation was conducted.
His displeasure was likely a reference to media reports that Trudeau brought up alleged espionage and Chinese interference in Canadian elections.
Free and open and frank dialogue, and is what we will continue to have. We will continue to look to work constructively together, but there will be things we will disagree on, and we will have.
A translator for Xi was heard in the video telling Trudeau that everything we discussed was leaked to the papers. That is not appropriate.
Everything we discuss is leaked to the paper. That's not appropriate. And that's not how
Justin Trudeau's career has been mired in controversies ever since he took power in 2015. Currently, as tensions with India dial up higher and higher, Trudeau seems to be facing a reality check on the global stage. Even on the home front, things don't look any better. Canadians are struggling with inflation and high interest rates. Just in April this year, Canada faced a food crisis triggered by the rising cost of living.
Yes, it's very difficult, even for the regular people with a decent income. When you go to the supermarket, the prices are skyrocketing. So it's affecting everyone, but more so the people who are unemployed.
We are absolutely in a food crisis in the country and certainly in the city of Toronto. Before the pandemic, we saw about 60,000 clients saying, I'm food insecure. And that number this past March is 270,000. It has escalated by 4 times, and in a country as wonderful as Canada is, it just shouldn't be that way.
On the 19th of April, a third of Canada's public servants set up pickets at hundreds of sites in the country demanding cost of living raises. More than 155,000 public servants went on strike. Canada last saw a strike of this size in 1991.
The increases that they're offering us are offensive. They're not keeping in line with even inflation. And this is the biggest employer in this country. So for them to treat us this way, we can't allow that. We know that we are out here fighting not just for our own members, but for workers everywhere in Canada right now.
Canada's economy too unexpectedly shed a net 6,400 jobs in July, and the joblessness rate ticked up to 5.5%. Is Trudeau addressing the issues that are plaguing his country?
The thing with Justin Trudeau is that while he wants to be able to blame everything that's happening on the country to sort of organic problems, inflation's not his problem, the housing crisis is not his problem, unemployment, all this stuff is not his problem. It has really been a problem of liberal mismanagement, way too many regulations, way too many taxes. And the thing is that Justin Trudeau's only solution to every problem is to tax it harder and then call it racist and then declare it a solved issue. The main things would just be his overall incompetence when it comes to public policy.
The Liberal government under Trudeau made a raft of promises in the 2015 elections. But it hasn't been able to live up to those assurances. Amidst the mounting pressures of international diplomacy and internal troubles of his own country, Trudeau's once dazzling smile now seems to be fading. Justin Trudeau's credibility is in serious crisis.